The following is a presentation of Emory Uno Division 2.
It's only fitting. It's Jazz July. It's about the high-pitched sounds as we go around the grand stage. The one versus two, the MC versus the cage. Who will find the fine hammer? Or who will be that caged animal ready to unleash a beat in tonight's match? It's a double bass stage. We begin with MC. He's on vacation. He knows a tune. But from Holland, anything will go. A great run, full of beats and tunes, that rhymes, and the sound of his heart and his soul alike. But to play that sweet tune, he needs to find some magic, and some magic in the marble as he starts to find the light. We talk about the cage, though. In music, when you got a cage around you, you think about two things: the echo effect, how sound can echo off those walls when you're on stage, and a good old bass into a bass. Say your words you want. It's just four letters. For the cage is ready to rage in the music of Jazz July. And welcome to the regional finale. It's going to be a good one. It's MC versus Cage. I love me some good one versus two. That means the cream of the crop has risen to the top with the high-pitched sounds alike. Let's get into that double bass region bracket. How did both players get here? Say it with me and follow with me. As the graphics are a little small as usual, we'll get through it. For MC Hammer, as I like to call him, he got through in the first round over a close contested match with DV Daniel Voiles. Then he took care of business and sliced that pie into multiple pieces in the Triad 32. Then he syncopated a big win over J-Dubs and John Weezer, and that's how he's playing Cage up next. For Cage, he found his easy train. He found the easiest pitch and easiest rhythm over the Buzz. He put Buzz Lightyear to outer space, if you know what I'm saying, with a 4-0. Then he got through on Bromy. He wasn't so brochacho as Cage got the win there. And of course, you got to find a little game and a little lucky luck, and he'll take care of luck in that magical Game 7. He found the luck, and that sets up this 1 versus 2. Going to be a good one. Let's talk a bit about the bracket. Winner of this will get riders, so that means, you know the drill, winner will control the entire board. Is only a 3 and 9. The other side is left. That is going to be a fun one to decipher and figure out for both players tonight. Let's get to it. Let's get down to business. Joining me in the booth is going to be my main man, Nifty Nick. Of course, Slick Nick as I like to call him. And of course, we have our friend, I know he's called Syntax Error, but I like to call him the Sport Edition Ref because he's always got that sporty sense. Appreciate him coming in here. Maybe we'll do a little in-game analysis as well. Nick, you know these guys pretty well. Obviously, Cage, a little bit different animal coming in as the lower seed, but really, when it's 1 versus 2, anything goes. It's top brass for a reason. What's your thoughts on this game? What are some keys that we have to look at as they both know the drill? Go ahead.
Yeah, this is an incredible matchup here. the first 1v2 matchup we've had this entire season in D2. It's been a season full of upsets and huge stories from the lower seeds. We started out February Flurry with I think a 13v15, and then went into the next tournament with a 14v14 for our finales. So to finally get a matchup of the two of the top in the region, this is historic for us right now. Cage is in the 10 plus win club, definitely holding his own throughout this season and has a lot of consistent runs, but he hasn't made it to the top 4 yet. He's made it to the regional finals. This is his 3rd time this season, so there's been a lot of consistency in his play, but he's been continuing to try and break his streak here. Meanwhile, we got Marble, who came off of last tournament with a stellar 2nd place run, fought off against, went up against, man, I thought I'd remember this. Dino, that's right.
Yeah, Dino.
Yeah, it was a tense one from between the two of them. Yeah, I think that there's a lot for Marble to try and prove with going this deep again, but Marble hasn't had the same consistency that Cage has this season. It's true that Marble could also be in the 10 plus win club if it weren't for some DQs throughout the season. So I'd say that this is a pretty even matchup on both ends. Obviously 1v2. I think it's going to be an exciting matchup. Both have a lot at stake here, going into the rest of this tournament and even the postseason. I think it's going to be fun to see who comes out on top here.
Appreciate that. We'll go to Cage. He will not be in the VC tonight, but I have a question lined up for him. Just got to put it in the stage. Here we go. It's just going to tag him. I'm sure he can see it, but with my questions, they're a little bit run of the mill. All right, we'll go over to MC Hammer, as I like to call MC. Obviously, as your friend Nick said, well, maybe I don't agree with the tense one. The last time I saw you on the stream, I think that was more of a snoozer. But regardless, all good there. You had a deep run here. You know what you gotta do. Cage is, like I said, a caged animal. As I saw off the intro, he's trying to find that upper beat. Your thoughts on just psychologically, what do you gotta do to change in these tenser games? We're done with the best of sevens. Now we're into the best of nines. How do you try to build up that crescendo moment as you try to play us a sweet tune on that double bass region? What do we got? And Nifty, look, it's a best of 9. We talk about this a lot.
Mm-hmm.
Last time we see these guys was a best of 7. Sure, you can get your endurance battle, but a best of 9 is more likely to be an endurance battle. Talk to me about those 2 extra games that could potentially come into play, and how the fact that we have a similar matchup potentially in terms of mentality with the playoffs looming, how this is a very good precursor to what you'll see in a D2 championship scenario in August.
Yeah, it's very
via
possible
September.
that I think it's very possible that this isn't the first time that these two will be matched up against each other this season. So it's maybe a setup for a nice rematch here in the future. I think with it being best of 9, of course, a lot more opportunity to try and catch up from any sort of deficit you might get with a bad card draw here or there. But also holding on to that power play a bit more, or you maybe really critically thinking about when to use it more if there is a better moment for it to come out in your favor, because the game's going to go on longer. So hopefully they don't leave any regrets out here on the table, and that we do get to see all 9 games. But we'll see what the deck and these players have in store with us tonight as they give us their answers.
Hey, go ahead and read that, man. You got the show. Go for it,
Yeah.
my friend.
Marble here saying that Cage is definitely a scary opponent, but lacks tourney. I've already gained some experience when it comes to the best of 9 matches. Really important match for me, but realistically, it's still the same Uno as ever. So I'm going to try and not get in my head too much today and do the same I always do. Meanwhile, Cage saying that this is the climax of basically my entire Uno career up to this point. I really, really, really want to finally make it past the regional finals. And I'm going to do my best to be locked the heck in. That's the mentality that we need from 2 heavy hitters going into this match tonight.
Let's get her on. Let's sing a sweet tune, my friends. Ladies and gentlemen, it's a 2-2, 1-1-1, 4 twos and a 1. That's your winning lottery numbers. SC's our rep. He'll put it in sport mode in 1 second. For that, MC, it's time to drop the hammer on what card start will it be for game 1, my friend. What do we got? 5 to 15, the usual, my friends. CSR on. We're going to begin with an unreliable 11. Double ones in the kilter. Here we go. Nifty Nick, KT on the mic. Let's get this party started just right. Boom with the G9,
Green
and
9.
we're underway in this E8 match. And you got to think here, MC, or Nifty, MC could do that switcheroo off the bat, man. I'm telling you, I've seen a lot of games where the switcheroo could happen, or we could just be out
Not
of a
this
color.
time, but
Not this time.
not this time, but from my match against Marble back in February Flurry, I know that it came down a lot to who had color control and draws at the right moments. So I know that Marble definitely
Got
going to
it.
be on the lookout for those swaps. Saying he lied,
Got it right here.
might have it right
potentially.
here.
Yeah. Can only sniff it out for so long. No, we know how to sniff out something for so long. But here we go. Let's see what MC will do. He's also got reverse skip meta. I've seen some of his matches before, just calling them and from an occasional view doing some homework. He's got that RS skip meta. And just as on the cue,
Whoa.
there it is. Like that, baby. You know how we do. 4-pagger, and he moves in front. But you know what that is, though, Nifty? You know what that is, my friend? That's called possession control. As Cage will go 1-up this time. That's possession control. Get the game clean and get it in your
Yeah.
court and start to run it down. Go ahead.
Very early control coming from Marble. Of course, losing a lot of ammo in the process, but I feel like it was going to be more powerful here as a swap over as opposed to a run to the finish. Wow, Marble going aggressive today with a yellow wild, another color swap out of this chain.
That's a heat check moment right there. You got to think. You just got 5 cards, couple reverses skips, and a wild. That's a heat check early. Early heat check
Dang.
for MC. How will the caged animal respond? He'll go with a 4-bagger of his own. Oh, reverse skip meta back, my friend. How about that? And he gets out of said
5
yellow.
card run.
Big move. MC will look for that yellow 5, though, on the back end. Does he have the Y5 for the switch? Or can he stop it with
Maybe.
a +4 to get this train back in his possession? It's all about possession control early.
Very stupid first match, setting up this next
Is
move.
this a game? +4.
Ooh.
There's the run. There's the read. Here he comes from way downtown to swing that sweet tune for the win. Here he goes. I think this is going to be a finish.
Forced back to yellow.
Yeah, this might be a
Is it
run.
going to be a finish?
I think-
5 card run still?
I think it's possible. He said it's going to be a stupid first match. That could incline something. And there it is. It's
It
game.
is.
Yep.
That's
The read.
insane. He had one of everything on yellow and then finished it on the 7.
You know, it's funny. I think, Marble, I really don't have a question there. That was a classic. No need to draw. The cards did the talking. But I will ask Cage something. Because he may have had something. Could you imagine he had the same exact thing? Crazy hand. He also had the reversing it meta. Let's ask.
Yeah.
Let's ask him real quick.
A +4 as well in his hand.
Beat to the punch. So that was the bot was playing fair there, Nifty, for sure. They had both good
For
hands.
sure.
It was definitely a beat to the punch moment. I don't got much to
Just a
add.
matter of keeping that possession like Marble managed to, and having the first move really counted. But I think also that critical moment of Marble being able to swap out of green so early
Right.
definitely made a nice smooth plan A finish.
Yeah. Hey, when you're getting, what is that, 72%, something like that of ammo,
Yeah.
it's okay. I'm just not letting be a born sweep. Okay. Yeah, well, listen. Sometimes it happens, but I don't got really much to add, Nick. That's the classic plan A for both guys. It was a beat to the punch moment for MC Hammer and got the job done. All right, MC. No 1-1. That's off the board. All reliable done. But you got 14 more options to go. Or 14. 10 more options to go here. What are we looking at? See what he'll do.
Old,
he went
old
with the,
reliable worked out. Curious what to see what the next play is if we keep it high tier or not.
Yeah, we'll see. He's going to go O full send, the OG full 13. Keeping in the upper tier. Let's see. Both these guys have decent card start variety as we go with the B3 Classic from the sport mode. Of course. But good variety.
Of course.
Good variety. Using your 11 through 15 package. That's It's still good variety. And you're not somebody just going to spam the 15 all the time or the 8 or whatever. Oh, Cage joins us. Perfect. So maybe
Yeah.
he can hear us good.
All
That's
right.
perfect. All right, buddy. B2. Well, Nifty, how do you try to, from Cage's perspective, of course, down one, how do you try to make an adjustment? Of
Mm,
course, it's not easy to make an adjustment. We haven't seen anything other than just a plan A beat to the punch. But how do you try to make an adjustment on the switches? Because you did make a good point. That early green,
yeah.
what's the benefactor for MC? As there's a
I would
switch.
say just be maybe a little more careful of how you spend the ammo, what kind of color swaps you get, because sometimes you can unintentionally play into your opponent's plans. As we do get a color swap here, Marble laying down yellow one, Cage able to play off of it for now. But yeah, I think timing out the swaps is important and trying to maybe get a feel for your opponent's plan. It's hard to tell if your opponent has 8 ammo cards or not. I will say that, but
Yeah.
uh, we'll see how this one pans out. As it's been mostly numbers so far.
Yep, burning off the calories, as I like to say. As there's a switch into the R7 from Cage, trying to get Marble into a guessing game. But Marble says, anything you can do, I'm going to one up that as well, my friend. There's the one up.
Oh, and shot down to the red sugar.
Red Zero Sugar.
Does Marble have the swap here still, or maybe more red?
We'll see. It's starting to get to that red zone territory. I know it's 8 cards, but with the versus skip meta
Oh,
to the clutch. Let's see what it's going to be.
Marble down to 8 cards. If Marble got another 8 ammo to start this out,
I don't think it's going to be that, but that's going to be a quad. How about that? In the red zone already. We've seen split control, split ammo. It's a package. We know a lot of guys like to use it, as Cage will just go one up this time. The question is, did Cage pick the right two? Because if Marble's going to be a little aggressive, he'll go back to another color off this two and really start to get Cage in a funk here. That's a key check
doesn't
indeed.
need the whoa.
Same exact game one, Yellow Wild. We saw that. It's again split ammo dominating the game. Cage undercut.
Ooh,
Will it not matter
KT
though?
Classic.
Yes, sir. The KT Classic is the draw. Does Cage actually draw on this? Let's see. I'd be shocked if it's a
Let's
true
see.
classic. No.
Not yet.
Not a true classic. Not a true classic. That would have been cool, but no. Marble topser. Okay, we'll topper. We'll
Okay,
pizza
okay.
toppings on that.
The top deck goat, yes. As
That's
someone who power played into their own loss against Marble, I can guarantee.
Well, I'll tell you this much. It's going to be about picking the right numbers. Let's see if Marble can get the switch needed because Cage run this blue down. And speaking of top deck, what is this?
Whoa.
What, we got a red
Is this a
8 or something?
+4 to yellow
Oh
finish?
my God. Is he going to find the connector again? +4 to
It
yellow
is.
finish. You got the read.
That's it.
Bada boom, bada bang, bada bing. There it is. It's a 2-0 for MarbleCyde. And it's the top deck goat, as he says, to go up that 2. You know, Cage, did you have something maybe towards the end that you needed to flip off from that blue wild, or you wanted to go aggressive to play the undercut? So far, I have to say that was definitely more of a lucky turn because I think you had him cornered. He just got the hold a second. It's a KT.
Whoa.
Hold on a second, buddy. It's a
The
KT.
rage is coming out of the cage now.
Oh man, he's raging Cajun, and he's not even from Louisiana, son. All right, listen, but real quick, Cage. Only well. You know what? For only your ammo to wow, you ran it down pretty far. If it wasn't for that top deck, you probably would have iced him out. So that was just a
That
good
was
top deck.
close, but
Yeah, go ahead.
not quite it. Yeah, I gotta admit it was a nice play from Cage at towards the end there, but there was just too much ammo on MarbleCyde from the start there. Getting that 4 card chain once again, really putting a huge buffer between the two of them. I think it was just a matter of time before Marble found some sort of setup into that yellow.
The Cage with the rage, he's ready to go and put out an outrage potentially. We'll find out. We'll go with the 7 card start. He's going to go with the OG. You know, I like this call though, Nick. I like to do something different. If I'm
Yeah,
okay, you can't just keep sticking with upper tier and get burnt again.
nah,
It's going to
you
change it up.
gotta switch it up, force your opponent to play in uncomfortable territory, and find out how to push an advantage from there.
That's
As
the
Cage
perfect start. Yep.
immediately hits a double play.
That's the perfect start. You want to start doing. That's big. That's big. Now you can
Ooh,
run this clean if you. Well, That's
Well,
exactly what you want for your MC then. That's what you
keeping
want.
that 2-card lead for now, but see how this goes.
Yeah, not much running it clean there. No brake clean on that one. We'll have to pump the brakes for a second. Cage gets the switch.
Ooh,
There's a top deck.
all right.
Little roll reversal. We'll see if MC. Let's see if he got anything here. But again, you know what? He said it. MC said at the beginning of the show, I'm a big 11 to 15 guy. Cage said, okay, let's test you 5 to 10 then.
Yeah. Usurping you. Whoa. Already the words are coming out. The confidence building up. Cage switching over
Ooh.
to blue 4.
He's going for that triple play in the sense of the colors. He's going to go from that red to green to blue, just missing the yellow. There's a half off special from MC. Cage to the top 4 to
Running it
9.
down.
Yep. Touchdown and field goal on the scoreboard. Here comes MC. Does he have any stoppers in blue? He does. He'll go
Ooh.
to green. Back to it. And Cage is
That's a
juiced.
draw again.
It's got to be ISO. Surely it's ISO. Yep, ISO. There it is. ISO tactic. And just like that, MC has found a way to get back to top decks if needed and can save up. And that's what you not. It's not what you need for Cage. You had a run going. You didn't want to see this green because clearly he's lacking some +2s or +4s to get back on the track. And a huge aggressive play to that yellow wild to open
The
up
color
Pandora's.
control.
That's 3 games in a row where a yellow wild has opened up some type of floodgate. Will it be striking twice for MC? One up this time.
Ditto play on the yellow 5 here. Running it down still, but I don't know if there's a finishing plan for Cage here yet. Down to 3 cards, Marble at 5. Their options are running out.
Yeah, looking at the card history right here, there's plenty of options in ammo. Here comes MC. Will he put another wild stop? Ooh,
Oh,
risky though. Giving a
okay.
blue. That's exactly what Cage wanted earlier on that blue 9 draw. What does
But
Cage
it's
have
probably
for?
what. Ooh,
Nothing. He's juiced.
dang. Just the 1 ammo card?
And leaves it on the
That's going to
skip.
be. The bet works out for Marble, continuing down on blue.
Marble, just like that, MC has just turned the corner, and just like that, a self ditto. That ain't gonna do much for
Enough.
Cage. That ain't doing much. That's gonna give Marble all the incentive to run this down to a potential split control. Let's see if he can do it for the 3-0. That's a split control.
That's it.
There it is. It cages in, and that's it. 3-0.
3
MC
0.
rocking it right now. No answer at all for Cage. Cage, you had an answer. Right now, you are sir in danger. You had an answer on that yellow wild all of a sudden when he was playing, but then ultimately you ran out of blue. You went with the blue wild. Were you just trying to change the pace a little bit? Or do you think you had something breaking ultimately that you ran out of red and you just couldn't get the color control? Ammo definitely is starting to favor NC, though, I got to say. I was going to say, Draw City might have gave you that pluser to get the win.
Yeah, for sure. Top deck
Ah,
king. I mean, Cage was able to find a few things, but not enough.
that's what I'm
Had a
saying,
number
man.
bridge that could have worked out. But
I thought he
yeah,
did a good job.
number bridges are not enough.
I thought he did a good job doing everything he had to do. But ultimately, when you get top decks right up the wazoo, it's going to sometimes put your opponent in a drastic situation. And so far, Cage is in a
Yeah.
drastic situation as he just wants to roll with it. The Cage is raging, as we say. Eight cards. We'll go crazy eights. Lower starts. And I got to say right here, this is pretty much the game, I would say, Nifty. Because if Cage can't win here and Marble goes up
Ugh,
4-0 with that power play save, that's going to be an uphill battle. I know we've seen crazier things, but the way Marble's playing, it lights out with the aggression so far. It's been working.
I think that Cage really needs a push for a win here to get any sort of momentum back in this series. But this is still a battle between number 1 and number 2. While number 1's been proven their spot so far, Cage has been here
A
more
triple
than Marble has.
play once again. Can you believe this? That's
My
all
gosh.
Marble has
It
been
just
doing.
falls into Marble's hands.
Cage can respond, but it's still not enough because you know what? Marble still had the possession arrow and had the triple over a double. Marble says he's going in hard, so what kind of hard will that be at the end? We'll find out. How hard was that beat? And
Oh, that's a draw.
Cage juiced.
Early juiced out on the blue.
No juice, and
And that's going to
there's...
give even more momentum for Marble.
I'm in danger, Cage says. He just going to have to draw
Ugh.
again? Or is he going to go for an aggressive... It's risky to switch now. He's going to go for it.
Oh,
New color. That's risky. That's
that's
Marble's next move.
exactly what he wanted.
Oh, no. He's drawing
Oh,
again.
no.
Yeah, it's too aggressive, I got to say here, Nifty. It's way too... Not you're doing too aggressive with Marble, and he's got the check. Oh, boy. Is this
And that's
game
going
for
to be
Marble?
one more draw. That's probably game, knowing this whole thing's...
No,
Oh, no.
Didn't use the power play, though. Didn't use the power play. That's a sign.
Okay.
You did not use the... But he also is a top deck maestro, so let's see what the topper is. Nothing there, so out of the danger zone just for a second.
Being down this close to a finish, it's definitely scary for Cage at this point. Hopefully he's gotten at least something that he could use on a different color, but it seems like he's struggling to draw the means to switch into it.
Cage got to get out of this. He knows it. Because right now, I got to say, if Marble, he's talking about all these funny things, but he's got a nice possession lead. And when you have the nice possession lead, you're in full control. You can just play your game and have the opponent make mistakes. It's not the worst thing. There's a topper. There's the one.
Yeah. Back to 7 cards for Marble, 11 on Cage. They both had to draw quite a bit here to finally have more to play, but... Well, still able to make it work here, though. Cage switching over to red.
Okay, new color, getting back out of it. Here we go.
Double play.
That's been the MO for MC Hammer. Doubles, triples, just getting things back.
But Cage swapped over here, hopefully for a reason.
All right, listen, man, I don't blame you. Goes
7 again.
Classic R7. Here comes MC. He's been in the... He's out of reds. He's been in the driver's seat all game. So this is the chance for Cage to run some clean numbers. Is that the right
Keeping
number,
it going.
It is. So we're going to play there for Marble or Cage. Marble now a little bit on the fence, but Cage still a little bit to close in. That's a good call with the zero sugar. Usually it is. Does Marble have a switch? You bet he does not, but he's got a topper. That's what makes him dangerous. He can get the switch, and he's going to ditto in a risky ditto. It works. Playing with fire is Cage. He's playing with fire, but
Yellow 8.
He's going to go for the switch, and just like that, he's got the lead, but Marble was free. The Cage of Rays is ablaze. It's been an outrage. Nothing will phase. We'll find out. Hope you like that. MC here. Let's see what he's got on the back end. He's got the yellow now. Plenty of options. Double play.
+2. It's going to kick back Cage a good bit here.
You can't let him get too comfy. It's all about control, all about the power. You want to have the power in this game. Double play. Zero sugar there from Cage. Hoping Marble. Yep, good call. There's hoping for no switch. It's a great call.
All right. Might have more here to give, and he does. Yellow 3.
Top deck city, though. We talked about it. What will Marble have as a top deck? He's been the king of it. And there's the what?
The Union, red 3.
The Union is there. He'll unionize that red over to red.
Rallying together.
Double up. But now it's a sprint to the finish. And Nifty. Both guys know the end is in sight. Couple cards left. That's
going to set him back.
Oh, but that's okay. That's okay. Draw City. Not a problem. But Marble doesn't live in Draw City much long. Yeah, go ahead.
Every time they draw ahead, it's just a few steps back before they finish. But I feel like there's only so much ammo left for these guys to find in the deck.
Double up. There it is. Got that draws again, but got the topper and now can do the 4 heaven switch. There it is. Called it into the...
Nice.
Said nom 4. Into the blue 4. Here comes Cage. Half off special. Now, Marble in that red zone. Was blue the right answer? So far, it's looking good. Double 4. But is he low on blue? That's usually a sign. Especially when you start playing double numbers, it could be a sign he's out. Did he save one more to the tank to get the check? Is power play being considered? Here comes Marble. Power play! Power play! Read. That's a 4-0. And now Marble will have a massive, Just give me one with
Dang.
5 shots at the apple entering game 5. There it is, and that's a beautiful use of power play. You got to
Color
use it there.
swap into the finish. Oh,
Clean
man.
as a whistle, and the Kleenex. Beautiful from MC. MC, big win there. 2 things I noticed. I think you really took advantage of Draw City, but that +2-4, ultimately, you said you wanted to get that control, not get Cage too comfy. Talk to me about that, just that simple play, the reverse skip Menace to get him off his game, and using a little bit of that double poker, as I like to call it, saving those double numbers to get the clean win. Cage, you had the ammo there, buddy. You had it. You forced him into draw cities. You had some good chances. You had some reverse skip metas of your own. You got out of it when he played the yellow wild. Did you think you had to save a little bit more on the colors, or do you think you were switching too much? That maybe gave it just a lead in to his 4th win there. That's really what I'm seeing here, Nifty. It's a lot of switching. It's a lot of gotta take chances. I thought the 7-8 combo, I thought that was a good call. A guy that likes to go upper tier, you gotta drop it down. But tough when you lose that on bull. Can't even split it. That's always tough.
Yeah, that game 4 there was definitely the hardest fought battle that we've seen so far this series. There was no easy top
I
deck
agree.
ammo play for Marble to get to the end at that time. And they went on for 6 minutes, which is the
Long
longest
enough.
one so far. So I think that there's definitely yeah, a lot at stake here. If this was a best of 7, it would already be lights out for Cage, but as he's saying here, it's okay. He just wanted to finally make it past the round of 8 in the most hype way possible. He's looking to make that full comeback in the next 5 games.
Yeah, it's gonna be gonna have to start here. And right now, MC just saying he's been playing great, lucky, doing what he's gotta do. He's got the reverse skip meta rolling. He's gonna full send it here for this game 5 and tries to send us home. All right.
Full send, all right.
This is unbelievable right here from MC. He's just going for the gauntlet. I can't blame the guy. And when everything's working, mid tier, upper tier,
Yeah,
any tier,
just keep it going.
keep the flow and keep it on a roll. See what it's gonna be.
Some early decisions to make here. With 15 cards, there's a lot of ways you could go. Keeping it on the red for now though with a double play.
Alrighty though, that's ominous. A double play to begin. That's ominous. Trust me. We talked about this, man. As we go for the red set, we talked about it. That's exactly what he wants to do. MC wants to put. He doesn't like single plays. Well, boom.
Oh,
He likes double,
push
triple.
the lead.
You keep pushing the pace. We see you push the pace. Sometimes it just gets your opponent in a absolute flux, and there we go. Switching 2. MC likes to switch. It's all good. It's all good though. We all know it's part of the package. It's part of the MC hammer drop, no?
Yeah, just gotta savor the double plays, triple plays, a
Gotta
few
give him.
quads here and there to really just throw fear into the opponent as things keep moving.
There it is. There's a
We
double.
got another double on the board.
Double shot from MC. At least it's double doubles. As we go to the blue 5. That's why we're in a double base, man. That's what we're in.
Yeah.
All right, we'll go to the B2. Here comes Cage. Now, if you're Cage right here, it's about controlling the switching because I think the switching has been ultimately the one thing that Marble has,
Yeah.
gathered and honed in on. It's something he's going to have to be careful. It's got to be about timing the
Oh,
switches, and he draws here early.
losing some control there, but Marble didn't have anything left here either.
Best thing to do right there is draw back and play cool. Gonna leave it
Oh,
open on an
got a
R. Okay.
single.
Reverse sleeves open. Let's see. No.
Not quite, but it does leave the door open for anything to happen with top decks at this point. Marble might have just anything here. Not yet.
But
Top
believe me,
deck powers
buddy.
are fading.
If they're fading, 4-0 is a really good fade. I'll tell you that much. Up 4-0 and saying it. Okay, see, short-lived. Short-lived. Is this gonna be a triple off that reverse to go into another color? Is that what we're looking at
Just
right
need a
here?
little bit more patience to
Called
see
it.
the run. We got a double.
There it is. GR knew the move, sniffed it out. Cage, all the hard work to do is once again the control is back in the MC's favor. All right, 5-card advantage here. Yeah, need to recharge that. Need to recharge the strings in the base, no? Plays that G7. Here comes MC. What does he have on the back end?
Gonna
Marble's
energize a bit.
gotta clean off the marble countertop. No, it's gotta clean it up. All right, here he comes. MC, we're gonna roll right here. Oh boy, yeah, that's always fun. Taking a second to load up, looking to find the magic in the Midas, into the marble. A
Yellow
switch.
7 this time. We're at Cage's color. See if he can make something work out of this.
Well, it's Pandora's opener. Everybody now knows all four colors is in play. Here comes marble. Yellow's been good. Yeah, we saw Trips Wild 1-2-3 off the bat. Game 1-2-3 on those yellow wilds to lead the wins. Cage
See
now.
what kind of dragons we get up to here as we get a
Ditto.
Ditto
Okay.
1.
Dittos are risky, especially this late in the game. You love to see dittos, but you also like to see switches. And I can understand onion, but union's interesting. See what it'll be. Half off special. They are unionizing, my friend. That's why I said. We'll see if he unionizes to a sweep. We'll find out. Cage now into the
Might be.
Y9. You got to think here too, Nifty. Looking at this from an interesting perspective, from a management perspective, all we've seen is that our skip metas. As there's a +2 heat check there
Another
from.
one.
Yes, sir.
Yo, +6 against Marble, gonna flip the lead for maybe the first time in this series.
But it's all about the RT, the old ROI, the return on investment. What will that ROI be for MC with 6 freshies in the back? Here he comes. Yep. Anything you can do, I'm going to do as well. Right back at you, bud. Just like that.
Not
It's
quite as strong, but still a little bap to keep it going. Down to just a 1-card advantage, 2-card.
not quite as strong, but let me tell you something. As we go to the red 8. Anything has been working for Cage, or MC. Cage is going to have to be on offense. He knows it now.
Of course. If there's anything left for him to give with ammos or big plays like that, he's got to make it hit when it counts. Maybe even try to get the power play in at this point if you need to get a win just to live.
No need right now. Hold the phone. Well, draw there from MC. Relying on top decks, not yet.
All right,
Cage,
all right.
Cage with a shot. He'll go red 4.
Running it down clean on the red.
Oh boy.
That's another swap.
Unionizes over to the green. Huge play. Well, Cage.
Well, it's what he wanted.
Okay, Cage's gonna do the same thing. Will Marble have something to stop this though? He's found every answer any way he wants it. And there we go. There's an answer.
Not getting too comfy. We are getting another pushback. Oh, yeah. Something that Marble was probably saving for later coming out now.
Yep. How about double +2 and Cage can't use the +2s in green? Scoreboard flipper, damn. He's up. That's just solid. Well, potential good return there, but that's just solid use of control, no doubt.
The aggressive play flipping back into Marble's favor here, but definitely needed this time with Cage leading that punch.
Yes, sir. It's all about yin and yang in this game, and so far, both guys, at least this game 5, have found it. Both have had ammo as a 0 sugar. Cage preventing a switch is what he's hoping for. Does Marble have more green in the locker, though? Yes.
A little bit more.
Your just thoughts, man, on what you're seeing this game. It's been a whole different beast from the first 4 games. It's crazy. It's flipped.
It's been a lot more even with the ammo, it feels like. Both opponents have been finding ways to try and make things work in their favor with color swaps as Cage makes it the blue now, and maybe even some smarter ammo saving for some better plays later on. I don't know if Cage is throwing out everything all at once anymore, as it feels like he has been. We got blue on the board with Marble still running it down, still in a slight lead. Cage might be able to push ahead, still running numbers though.
Marble, Cage into the sprints basically. And nothing from Cage. Marble down to Trips. Can he finish it off right here and go to that F4? No, but he's close. Heater.
Liking yellow a lot.
Lot of sunshine in MC's pocket, as I like to say. Let's see what Cage is gonna do right here. Yellow, we saw it earlier, was a hit or miss color for him. He'll just have to throw the.
Whoa!
Well, you got to throw it there. I don't think it's worth using a power play, to be honest, if you have a +4. Good call.
I have to agree. That was definitely a necessary move.
First one of the game, too. But
Dang.
Marble might have had something. Yeah, what if it was a take back, though? Or that.
You get a
Oh,
7 again. Ugh. We keep it yellow. Cage has the
Cage can
card lead
fade it,
and is
though.
able to run down,
He can fade
but
it.
can he finish?
Yeah, that's the key. Can he finish? Can he fade that finish? Here we go. Marble to 4. Cage for check. Needs to be an 8 potentially. Does he have the 8? No, he's got another
Whoa!
yellow. Good fade.
Check.
Well, what Marble had? Does he have anything else? Now be a time to use it, as usual. Said Uno. All right, well, now will be his decision time for MC. What will you look at here? Card history could say, well, maybe you want to go back to red. You just stick it out and pretend you don't have a third yellow. That'd be some fade. Let's see.
It's all about trying to figure out what level your opponent's playing on.
Back to red. Is that Cage for
Making
the
that
win?
call.
Did he
Cage
save the red? He
able
saved
to
the.
get it on the red. Yes. It's
Wow.
not a sweep, folks. Number 2 still making a punch to keep this series alive. Game 5 goes to Cage in a 9.5-minute bout.
Yeah, that was good, Cage. Oh, damn it, you left the VC. God dang it.
Ah, oh
Damn
well.
it. All right, I gotta give him a question. I dang it. Okay, hold on. Ask Marble a question, Nifty. My bad. I thought Cage
Yeah,
was gonna
sure
go for it.
thing.
Ah, jeez. Okay, go ahead.
Marble, you're without a power play. You still got the 4-1 lead. Just need to one more match to close it out. How are you feeling right now about your odds of taking out Cage before this gets to a potential Game 9 situation?
Okay. All right. That's the best I can do with that. I don't want to give him too hard questions because last time I did, I think he exploded.
Marble saying, given the trend in matches this season, it's been 4-3, 4-2, and then 4-1. So that by that logic, Marble's going to win by 4 this time, therefore 5-1.
Last time I called
Okay.
this. Last time I called this game, he won 6-1. So or lost 6-1. So that means something.
Would be a crazy flip around for Marble in this case, but
Yeah, but it'd be a little bit of some dish cold serve right there. You know what I'm saying? Anyway, we'll
yeah.
see what Cade says. It's interesting right here, Nifty, because that game, I think both players just really had the ammo. Similar to game one, they both had the ammo. I felt like I had to use it to keep him even if I didn't have to finish. Yeah. Well, that was just a classic undercut,
Yeah.
get him guessing. Smart, but you gotta try something. You can't just not try something and leave it back on the other end. So good call there from Cage. He's got the first win of the series. Long way to go still. And we'll see what
Yeah.
Marble will do, because Marble has basically everything open other than 13, 7, 8, and 11. So we know he's not going to go to 5 to 10. What are you going for? 15 again? He's getting. Oh,
Oh, another 15. Oh boy.
here we go. Full send, part dose.
Another crazy ammo distribution coming up here, I'm sure, as we start on green 5.
The question is going to be now, you're right, ammo distribution, how can Cage,
Oh,
this unionization is unbelievable. Oh, man.
Marble's phone ain't surviving the night as we move into green 9.
It's tough.
Got the Confederacy back on the board as Cage is trying to put down a green 8.
Oh, boy. Got the Union and the Confederate. We're really going all over the board. Using a little history tonight. We'll see, let's see though. Back to the game real quick here. We talked about Marble being able to run on those double triple plays. We really only saw it once or twice. We did see it, but not once or twice to win the game when he used the split to the finish. So that's something to keep in mind. Let's see if he can get back in that flow with those double triples. Here comes Cage, trying to unleash the rage. And he'll go back to the
Yeah,
green 9 and
just
continue
been
on the
running it
same
down on
page.
green.
Yeah.
Might not be anything too impressive
Here's a
for them yet.
combo. Oh
Oh,
boy. What's the combo going to be? Is this the reverse skip meta
I'm
Parte
seeing.
Cinco?
I'm thinking at least a trip.
You thinking for the trip? How about a
We
quad
got
and
a
then some?
quad.
Quintuple into a six
Oh,
bagger?
it's a bit more, just a little bit
Just a
more
little
than
bit. Just a little
a
bit.
trip. Yeah, yeah,
Quintuple. Okay.
yeah, just a bit.
Well, quintuple five bagger right there to get control as
Oh,
usual.
that is crazy again from Marble, keeping that aggressive lead. This might not end in a finish plan A for Marble, but it's definitely keeping things tense on Cage's end. Whoa, +2 into wild yellow.
That's
This is
the
an
fourth
insane level of aggression.
yellow wild in 67%. He's been throwing those wilds, man. Let me tell you something.
Dang.
That's this might be a split. What is this?
Marble
Some
with the callback to
some
the
page
last
out of your
season or
book.
last tournament.
Yeah, it's the old finale. Well, it does. There it is. Here comes Page with his. I'm not even sure, man.
I don't know. I really don't know. Like,
Because it's hard. It's a tough spot because if he goes to red, that might be game, right? Because you haven't seen it yet, and if you stick it down yellow, it may be all
then
for
like
naught.
maybe
It
you
could be.
fight it out. Yeah, I don't know either. It's and what even does Cage have as far as like ammo potential here? I know a lot's been thrown back at him here, but maybe questioning if he burns a +4 here or if there's some other play.
Yeah, there's a lot of. There's a lot. Yeah,
The
you
brain
gotta be
fire.
guessing which way, pretty much. That's the beauty of Uno, man. It's always about undercut, overcut, undercut, over. It's all of that.
Oh, he's not going insane. We got the calm Cage, keeping it cool,
Same
thinking
cage.
it through.
Okay.
Ah,
You
got
watch them.
distracted.
All right, all right, all right.
All right. Well, let's see what kind of move we got here. This Cage is finally returning to the board.
Plays it cool.
Just a smooth yellow 6. All right.
MC in the old red zone. Oh boy. Nope, just one up. Okay. Well,
All right.
I got to look at this here from Cage's perspective. It's still the red that just has not been used that is weighing
It's all
on
the
you.
mystery.
Yeah, that's the
Yeah.
thing. It's weighing on you right now if you're him. You don't want to take a. Oh, is this it? Here
This
comes
might be it on
MC
yellow here.
for the game, for the win, to rock the boat, to get to the F4.
If Cage had anything
That's
to
it.
use, it's
Now,
gone now. The
monster.
opportunity's lost.
I don't even blame him for not using a power play, believe it or not, because you would think, okay, at a certain point, let's say you use it on that after there's yellow 7 there, or what? Not the yellow 7. Yeah, at the yellow 7, he plays a power. I
Yeah.
think it would have delayed the inevitable. Let's face it.
Uh,
That's monster hit. Marble. I'm not even gonna say anything about that last game. That was just monster marble mash. There you go, triple M's right there. But listen, congratulations on making the final four. Cage back in the building. Good job, buddy. You figured it out. Just what worked tonight as you get the 5-1 and move on to that F4, buddy. Nifty, you can ask Cage a question if you want as he
yeah,
moves
yeah.
toward the D2 championship. Go ahead, buddy.
Cage, he's just saying that he had a +4 but didn't have a way to finish. So obviously, finishing this series with stuff left on the table, you had a great run again, making it to your third regional final. How are you feeling? Looking forward into the postseason. that you've had 10 plus wins this whole season. I still think you've had an amazing run, and I'm excited to see what you keep doing in the next tournament here, going into the D2 chip.
Yep, the chip will now wait for Cage. As I said, though, that's going to most likely be in August. We'll see Cage back on the table in August. For Marble, though, big win right there, buddy. That's what you got to do in this league, and he did a good job, no doubt. So we'll fade it over into that bracket. And the bracket will be Cage takes the L, unfortunately. It'll be Ryder versus Marble, the 115 Classic, as Sky and Knight will be in the other regional finale, or the other region finale winners, piano and saxophone, into the other Final Four match. Still no idea on the tournament times right there at times, but they call me King Tut, but I'm Eric Cursed. Okay, well, that's a good one. But back-to-back Final Fours for Marble. Just reading up as I put the graphic in there. Yeah, I think he just had control. I think Nifty that the story game 1 beat to the punch. The game 5 he lost was clean, but I think a lot of switching Cage can learn about the switching a ton. You can't always switch because sometimes you think, oh, it's good, but you gotta know when to control those switches because eventually when you get into these bigger matches, the Final Four, uh, maybe a finale, God willing, and if you get up to D1, a lot of those guys just know how to find your switches and control it and sniff it out. He knows he's got to do that moving forward. For MC, keep playing this aggressive style because when you get the cards going downhill, triple quad, triple quad, quad, triple quad, triple quad, it's hard to stop like a freight train into the bullets. So we'll see what MC will do. Nifty, any final thoughts? Always a pleasure commentating with you, Big Dog. Sport Edition, appreciate you referencing as well. What do we got? Send us home.
Yeah, it's nice to be here on stream with you this time, KT. Glad to have your voice and of course your presence on the stage with me. It's yeah, final thoughts on the match. I think that this was still a nice fight for Cage. Of course, he can still learn from this, but very consistent play throughout this whole season. I wouldn't feel bad about this performance. Marble, exceptional, making it over to the regional or the top 4 once again, and maybe even a potential for another back-to-back finale appearance. Proving why he was put number 1 in the first place, and making it a big run as a number 1 seed, which is a big deal for us in this season because there's a story all about the lower seeds. We might actually get a finale with number 1 versus number 3 here. So I'm excited to see how this rest of this tournament pans out. And yeah, was glad to be here for this match.
For Nifty, myself, our 2 players, and Sport Edition, we want to give a big congratulations to Cage on a good run, but it was MC Hammer singing that sweet, sweet tune, the double bass, to get on to the Final Four where Ryder awaits. For myself, for Nifty again, thank you. We will see you in the Final Four. Check it out. And of course, the T4 in D1 continues. Have some good coverage there with a lot coming with in-season as well. But it's all about eyes to the prize as the finale and the D2 championship awaits. For myself, and again, Nifty, we're closing it out. We are signing off. Have a good night, everybody, and stay safe the rest of the weekend. Peace.